is good, YouTube? This is DP and I'm back at it with another Anthem video. And in today's video, I'm just going to be going over what we had in last 2 days ago stream. I haven't been posting video. I actually had some notes that I took from the live stream and what we had. But first of all, I want to say thank you guys for the support I've been getting, even though it seems like I haven't been getting any, but I actually have been getting quite a lot of support and I really do appreciate that. And also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that because we are here to stay and we'll be doing a lot more video and a lot more content, Anthem related video and other video game. Right now I'm kind of just focusing on Anthem, but I actually do other game as well. Yeah. Anyway, let's just get down to actually what we wanted to talk about. But first of all, I wanted to say, first thing first is that Anthem, the customization, the video that we just got, the one that you're looking at right now, the thing that I found impressive is that they managed to not only put like the full-on customization like we have, but they also have texture customization. That's a huge thing for this game. That's really big for them to actually implement even small things like that. So to give you full control of your customization to however you want your javelin to look like, that's a huge deal for a video game to do that, and the Anthem is going all in on that. And like they say themselves, they're focusing on that aspect of the game. You did not see it, but actually they're doing like texture customization, and that's a really amazing thing. And I can think of another game that does that. I believe Warframe also does that, but that's one thing that I noticed I wanted to kind of get out of the way, which I really appreciate them doing. The javelin ports, the weapon ports, and all of the stuff that they have can be customized. The guns, for instance, the gun will not be, you won't be able to customize the gun with the way your javelin is customizable, but you will be able, the gun will have their own separate screen where you can customize them, change the color to where you, if you want to match it with your javelin, you can. But they will not, the color that you have your javelin on is not going to be the same color that your gun will have, unless the gun is completely connected with the javelin, like the Colossus shoulder gun on his left shoulder. That one, whenever you change color, that one also changes color. But the flamethrower, for instance, that you will have to go in his own screen and customize that separately from the javelin forge screen. You can match that one. I really don't have a problem with that. But one thing that I kind of was bummed about is the fact that they don't have random customization or random color choices. So like if you play Warframe, whenever you customize your Warframe, you have the option to click on square, I believe it's square, and then it gives you like a randomized Warframe that the game chooses for you, just like a randomized texture, colors that you have available to you. And if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can try again, and then the game is gonna customize your character for you and give you an option. Like this is what they have. And for me, usually I use it a lot because whenever I play Warframe and I'm customizing my character, I don't want to spend that much time going through all of that. I'm not really a fan of that. But what I do is I choose the random customization and then it gives me a color and I add on to that color. If I like the color and there's certain color that I don't like, I will take those off and add the one that I like, just to see how they match up, and usually they work pretty well. And I was hoping that they have it here, but they say that's something that they did not think about, and I hope that they implement that in the game later on after the game get released, or maybe they can put it in the game before release. But that's a bit too much to ask for, seeing how close we are from the release date, and I feel like that might be something a bit hard for them to do. I'm not sure, I don't do games, so I don't know, but it will be really great for them to add that feature in the game to give people a lot of options, because especially how you see in Anthem right now, because this look like this game will take a lot of time just to customize your character, and I already know that I'm not gonna go through all of this to customize mine. It's probably gonna be like two or three colors and that's it. But you know, people will spend time doing things like that. And another thing that they talked about in this stream was that the Legion of Dawn pack, once you purchase that, the color that you have on the Legion of Dawn can be duplicated. You can remake that color, or you can customize on those on the Legion of Dawn armor set. Want the same color, you want to do it yourself, you can replicate those colors. So for people who I guess really love to do that, so they made it accessible for you to be able to change it to however the heck you want it to. You know, if you have like a dark blue, you want to put a lighter blue under, you have the option to do that. I guess it's a good thing. I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna keep that costume forever anyway, so probably not even gonna put it on. Who knows? I don't like it. That's just me. And one thing that I did not see on Twitter, I think I missed it like a couple days ago, was the tweet that Mark Derry posted. Somebody asked him a question: if we are going to be able to cross save between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. He said not right away, not at launch. When the game releases, we will not have that feature. But as they add on more things into the game, we will have that feature available at one point. At some point, they will have it available in game. So that right there, that's good. I don't play on PC. I have an Xbox, but I don't really play it as much. I only play it for Rainbow Six Siege. So really, I don't really need that. But for some people, a lot of people, they do need it. So that's one thing that they're looking into, and that's also great. Okay, there's another question, and this one is the one I found quite interesting. The question is your plan with Anthem to have something similar to play Warframe, having multiple javelin to use depending on your mission? Yes, that's actually what they were looking at. If you haven't played Warframe, you're wondering what Warframe is. It's a free-to-play game. You can actually get it right now. It's a great game. They have new update that they just released, and I'm waiting for mine on the PlayStation. I believe Xbox already got theirs, and I'm waiting for mine on the PlayStation. The thing with Warframe is that the Warframe, whenever you use them, you are not limited to only using one Warframe for a specific mission. The Warframe you use them based on the mission that you're doing. By that I mean, it's basically a player choice. If you want to use one Warframe for everything you do in Warframe, you're free to do that. But if you want to use a different type of Warframe for different missions, you're also free to do that, because they give you the freedom to choose which Warframe is best for the mission that you're doing. And here apparently what they're looking at is also the same thing with Warframe, based on what he said, because he answered with a yes. That's basically the question that the guy asked him. So from that, what we get is every mission will be customized to where will be designed to where each javelin can play it, or certain javelin will be able to play certain mission better than other javelin. Like for instance, if you play a very hard mission, I'm guessing you will not go take the Storm, because we already know that the Storm is not the tankiest javelin there is in the game. The tankiest one is the Colossus, the one with the most armor or shield. It makes more sense for you to get the Colossus javelin in order to do that mission. So you choose javelin based off of the mission you want to do, but you have the freedom to do just one javelin, focus on it, and do everything with the javelin. Or you also have the freedom to choose other javelin when you go into different missions, depending on what you are doing. If you feel like this javelin is best suited for this mission, then you will choose that javelin for that specific mission. That's also the same thing you do with Warframe. For me, for instance, when I play Warframe, I would do like those high-end missions like sorties and stuff. I don't go with any javelin. I only use the Rhino javelin. I mean, why do I talk about that? Rhino Warframe. I use the Rhino frame because of the iron skin that he has that protect him from incoming damage. Because of my build, I have it to where, you know, I can tank quite a lot of damage, even though he's not the tankiest frame there is in the game, but he's my favorite, and he's the one that I'm more comfortable playing with. So when I do any hardcore missions, I use the Rhino Warframe. So here they're also looking into the same thing, and you can also see the customization, the coloring. The only game that I see go in depth like that is Warframe. Warframe gives you the total freedom of doing everything you want to do with the color palette. And here, Anthem is also adapting that. Like they said, they put a lot of time into this. The only thing I'm concerned about is that I hope the story is not, how can I say it? I want the story to be great. Not the best, but to be decent. I want them to have a solid story. because it feels like they're focusing so much on like this personalization side of the game and customization and other things that they don't really focus that much on the story. I know they already said they are not really focusing on the story as much as they should because they're focusing on other stuff, but they will give us a story. How much of a story will we get to play? That's kind of the question that's bugging me. How much of a story will they give us with everything that they are doing here? But again, you know, there's no way for us to answer that question just by, unless we're here just gonna spend all day trying to understand, get our head around what's going on, what we see, and maybe like make an educated guess of what we can expect for the story. But I'm pretty sure that we deliver a solid story for the player and the fan base, because quite a lot of us want the game to have a really good story, and I don't think that they will just mess that up. Warframe, you don't really play Warframe for the story. Yeah, Warframe has a great lore. In terms of in-game, they kind of suck. I mean, lately they have been doing pretty well with like the stories, the quests, and telling us more. Those are great. Those are great. But the beginning of Warframe, man, was a freaking mess. So here, I'm hoping for them to do something better than what Warframe had at launch. And then we already know this is going to be a live service, so expect this game to stay here for a freaking long time, probably like Warframe, and they will just be delivering more and more content, and probably give us more javelin, because he already confirmed it on Twitter, like Warframe, with more javelin. He said yes. He did not say 4 javelin, he said yes. So the limit is not 4. They probably are thinking about more javelin to add on later on in the game, the life of the game, just to see how it's going to play out. But also one thing I wanted to mention is like those emotes that we are seeing, the one that you're seeing right now. I can only imagine the Colossus doing these things. Maybe the Colossus won't have access to certain emotes, because if he does have access to all of these emotes, man, that would be so funny to just look at. Just imagine the Colossus doing all these crazy move. I can see that. All those like flipping karate move type thing. That would be crazy. Like this one here. Look at, picture the Colossus doing that. That would be freaking great, man. I can't wait to see that. But we know we're gonna have a lot of funny memes about this game with those javelin when the game releases. So yeah, and also I don't want this video to be a 20-minute long video, so I'm just gonna cut it right here, even though I have some more stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I'm gonna save it for another video. So you guys, peace out, and don't forget to subscribe, rate the video, comment, anything, feedback. I take that serious, so let's go ahead and do that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will stop it right here, and I will see you guys on the next video.